Hello. Hi. So today I want to talk about Marchen Garten. What is Marchen Garten? Marchen Garten essentially is the true reverie corridor for Kuro no Kiseki to Crimson SiN. So throughout the game, you can scan your surrounding, which is part of the mini game or puzzle solving part of the game during the main story. So before we talk about Marchen Garten, I have to show you this. You can see this prism diamond thing. So this is the currency that you can use in Marchen Garten. So it's up to you. You can just run around scanning. They will reset every chapter, I believe. So you can run around and scan it if you want to. But if you're lazy, you can just grind it out at Marchen Garten. No big deal. Don't worry about it. So throughout the game, you are required to clear floor of Marchen Garten as part of the story. I'll talk about the floor later, but yeah, essentially because you can scan your area, you are required. There's a hidden achievement, not hidden. That's part of the game, in-game achievement, where you need to unlock all of this Marchen Garten terminal. This terminal thing. This is the spot where you can get access to Marchen Garten throughout the main story. I think you can do it from battle ornaments while you recover and stuff. So no big deal. So let's talk. I'll talk about Marchen Garten. If you don't want to get spoiled and you want to get surprised by Marchen Garten, well, don't watch. Sorry. I will not talk about the story, but I will talk about the feature. That's all. Okay, let's go to Marchen Garten. So here we are. This is Marchen Garten in post game. Spoiler alert: you will not get this area in the main game. This area only accessible in the post game. It doesn't matter. It's just a bunch of healing or battle ornament, Marchen Garten terminal, and a place for you to teleport to two fishing spot, because you can technically fish in this game. First of all, second, you will not have missable when it comes to fishing. So before I talk about Marchen Garten, I'll talk about some of the improvement they made on the game, some of the new addition. No spoiler. So first thing first, we have fishing. Not first thing first, this is like one of the big things they add. So you have a total of 28 fish and regular fish, and you need to get A rank fish. That's like one of the hidden achievement in the game. It doesn't matter. You can get it post game. Go to this spot. You can fish infinitely. Don't worry about it. No missable fish. Don't worry about it. So this is the terminal. This is the area that you get access post game. It's a pretty area. That's all. Okay, let's talk about Marchen Garten. So essentially the experience in main game is just you go to the terminal, click go to Marchen Garten, you get this screen, and then a bunch of menus. So I'll talk about the menu. We have the floor, we have the gacha, we have character refining fragments, and this is you want to go to the real world or you want to go to that area I showed earlier. MTSC support, we have Mirabelle here as our guide here. We have CP supply service, we have item support, activity support, and sound select service. So let's talk about the floor first. So Marchen Garten has a total of 16 floor. From floor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So how the floor is divided is that you have floor that is only accessible in the main story, and you have the floors only accessible in the post game. So floor 1 until floor 9 are accessible in the main story. Floor 9 unlocks in the final chapter. And you start post game at floor 10 until floor 16. The good news is that the only story part you have in post game is at floor 10, which is the introductory part, and floor 16. So if you don't want to be like me, just clear everything 3 times to get all of the bonuses. Don't do it. Anyways, so let's talk about the bonuses, because again, contextually we are using JP version. Again, JP. So if you play in English, you can read it straight away, right? Okay, so every time the first time you clear it, the first time you clear the dungeon, you get 30%. Yeah, the number's different because at post game you get 30%, main game you get 20%. So let's talk about main game. You get Sepith increase 20%, sorry. Obtain Sepith 20 times, plus 20 times. What am I saying? Obtain Sepith plus 20%. So essentially, you start from 0, no star. You clear the dungeon one time. The second run, you get extra Sepith, 20%. The second star is item drop rate increased by 30%. So increase item drop rate by 30%. You can, I believe it's that with the accessory. So if you want 100% drop rate, that will be useful for farming. I'll talk about it later, or upload a separate video, I guess. You can do this. You can do it 2 times, and then the 40%, the third star is obtain shard token plus 40%. What is shard token? Shard token is this currency you use. You can see left hand side as token. That is the shard token. You use it as a currency to spend in the gacha. That's it. The gacha, let's face it, the gacha suck. You don't get like higher tier quartz, sorry. At the end of the game, you still get level 1, level 2 quartz. You can still get action 1, action 2, EP cut 1, EP cut 2, which is again a nerf from what we can potentially get from Hajimari no Kiseki / True Reverie Corridor / Trails into Reverie in True Reverie Corridor. My bad, slurring a little bit. So yeah, if you want to grind, I'll do a video later. Essentially, if you want to grind, the optimal ways of grinding for U Material Plus, if you want to gear out everything, if you want to gear up all 17 party members you have, is do it in floor 11, but I'll do a video about that later. Okay, so essentially clear Marchen Garten. If you care about grinding, you can do it here. First time clear, after that you get extra Sepith. Second time clear, after that you get item drop rate increase. Fourth time, third time clear, and fourth run you get shard token increase. It doesn't matter. You will have abundance. Okay, and the drop rate's not that good anyway, so yeah. So 16th floor, final post game epilogue kinda is at floor 16. And you can see the enemy level range and how many times you've cleared it. Let's see, my floor 11, 3 times as well. Oh, they don't record it, my bad. They just show you if you get all the max bonuses, max clear bonuses, that's it. Okay, I thought they jot down how many times you run floor 11, because I think I did like 50 runs or something. Anyways, so second part is the shard token gacha. Essentially, you can get a lot of Sepith here. So this is the gacha, option number 1. Option number 2 is the bonus Sepith you can get from the gacha. So if you think, oh, I need fire quartz or fire Sepith, you will get the item, you know, just breaking stuff. So don't worry about it, you will get it. So essentially, they acknowledge the resource issue we have in the first game, where there's a lack of fire Sepith throughout the main game in Kuro no Kiseki. So again, Marchen Garten just solved the problem. Essentially, it lets you get and pick and choose what type of Sepith you need and you want, which is fine. So let's spend. Let's spend. So every gacha box, let's call it that, you need 500 S token. I have a lot because I grind the shit out of Marchen Garten. I gear up everyone with the best quartz I can. So 500. And then you get the drop rate or whatever. See, I use space Sepith, so I get a lot of space Sepith. So you can see the catalog here. You get the catalog will be updated throughout the main story, and even post game. You get, this is music. You need 3 fragments, I believe, or 3 stuff to get the song that you can switch. You get some costume, accessory, hair, accessory, attachment, Zypha cover. You get some gift that you can give to your party member. You can get character fragments, character refining stone, let's call it that. Yeah, character refining stone. I'll talk about it after this. Character refining stone, you get the stats increasing potion, and like Hajimari, EXP increasing potion, just to ease the level up process a little bit, because your party member will be split throughout the story. And then you get a lot of like level 1 tier 1 item. This is post game, by the way, so you can see they don't really upgrade the stuff. You get defend 1 EP1, defend 2 EP2, so they don't really give you any 3rd tier quartz. And then the random general accessories, food item. This is the black steel ball, basically the black Zamorian ore for this game. You can get it, but based on the discussion in Japanese forum, you can get like 17 and then it will not pop it out. You cannot get it again from gacha. I don't know, I cannot confirm it. It's RNG, I guess. So I guess some people just say, oh, I got 15, I'm out. So I don't know. Food, you get U material, not U material plus, because the game introduced U material. You have 3 layers of U material conversion, I guess. And then you get the fishing bait. Thanks, Mayor. So let's talk about U material first. So essentially the game has 3 layers of U material. The regular one is U material. We know enough from the previous game. And then you have U material plus, and then you have not U material, black Zamorian ore, astral steel ball, Kuro Tama ball, black steel ball. I don't know the actual, again, Google Translate name, but let's call it black Zamorian ore for context purposes, because once the game get localized, they might change the name. Okay, so the conversion is you need 10 U material to get 1 U material plus. You need 10 U material plus to get 1 steel ball. It's farmable. I'll show the video later. I'll make another video, you can check it out. Essentially, so the conversion is 10 U material plus you can get 1 black steel ball. So do the math, 100 U material, you get 1 black steel ball. You need a lot of them. So if you want to grind, you can. If you don't want to, then up to you, I guess. And we also have this. What is this thing? This is Marduk point. You'll get it from clearing Marchen Garten. I'll talk about Marduk point later a little bit. Okay, first thing first, let's talk about character refining stone. So you can get this refining stone from gacha and from clearing Marchen Garten. So let's say I use Shizuna, clearing one whole floor. She is the MVP for that floor. Shizuna will be my MVP, and then you get extra stone from your MVP. So technically you can abuse the hell out of it, but I think it's better to max out post game, because you will get a lot if you grind. Even clearing Marchen Garten normally you will get a lot, so don't worry about it. So essentially, let's talk about it. So you can upgrade your skill. For all skill, I believe you can decrease your CP cost. Like this skill on Van, this craft on Van. Again, I don't remember the name, sorry. I tried to do everything on memory, but it's bad. So this craft, I believe, costed 70 in Kuro and at the start of the game. But once you upgrade it fully, you get 64. So it helps when it comes to craft costs. So you have 3 layers of upgrade. The first layer, you can see 20% hit rate. The first row or the first line. 20%. Once you max out all of the first layer, you get 20% hit rate base stats on your main character. So the second row, the second line, if you fully upgraded all of your craft, you will get your character will get 1000 extra HP, and then for the final line you get 10% base crit rate, so that's good. So the the cost is, for the first row you can only spend 1 stone per segment, like every craft has 5 segments. So for the first row, 1 segment will cost 1 refining stone. Second row will cost 2 refining stones per fragment. Third row will cost 3 refining stone per fragment. A lot of grinding if you want to max out your character, but they make things easier. Do not worry about it. They really help you grind. So it's just grind everything in post game. Don't worry about it, you know. So rather than grinding just to get everyone getting MVP because you get extra refining stone, you can do this. Let's visit Mirabel. Okay, you have this CP recovery service. It starts at 50. You can spend your Marduk point, you know, the one that I show from the backpack. You can spend that Marduk point to upgrade, and this is the max level. Basically, you need to involve in 10 battles to reset it, which is it's fine. It's like that tree in Hajibari no Kiseki or Trails into Reverie, but a bit of nerf. But they have other options that you can recover. I'll show you after this. That's 3P supply service. We have item support, where you can synthesize quartz, you can buy art driver, you can buy art plugin, you can unlock your Zypha, you can exchange stuff. Again, I do a lot of grinding. I max out everything. This is your weapon, accessories, sub-module, boots and armor. You can upgrade them, you can sell items, you can exchange, you can equip. This one is the trade stuff, or like the general stuff. You can buy items, recovery items, you can buy healing item, you can buy food, you can buy fishing bait. I was so worried during the main story that I do not catch everything, you know. I was so afraid that I will miss a fish. Sorry about that. But anyways, you can fish infinitely in post game. I'll show you the place later. So you can buy fishing. Don't worry about missing fish. The limited fish you get from 4RPG. So it's impossible to miss a fish in main game and post game. So if you miss in main game, you can get it in post game. So don't worry about it. Okay, this is the item and stuff. Okay, that's just the segment of it. Okay, you can trade items. Basically, EP2 you can get upgrade to EP3, blah blah, you get it. This is your material. So look at the conversion, left hand side first. 549, I'll do 2 20 529. So you get 3, you get 2. I got 2 U material plus, but I got 20 less. And then for you material plus, the black seal ball, Kuro Tama ball, astral seal, 50. So 10. You get it. You get the conversion. This is the limited. This is the monster meat, the monster ingredient, and you can convert a lot of accessory. You can upgrade some of your accessory that you get, and you can buy all of the limited time accessory from other places during the main game, and you can just convert it. The good news is that some of them don't use U material plus, like this one. You only need you get the full set, you can convert it, but some requires U material plus, you want to upgrade it. And then we have the quartz. Let's talk about this one. Yeah, quartz conversion wise. So quartz, you have basically upgrade throughout the main game, and some of the quartz reward you get from Forest PG and achievement, and in-game achievement, and then the Forest PG evaluation. Most characters can use until tier 3, but you only get one copy of each special rare quartz down here. The rule of the rule is that you can synthesize the first two at the shop whenever, but because you can synthesize it most of the time, it's not as good compared to the other premium special quartz. So if you want to grind, like I grind for literally every single party member, some of them, not all quartz. Like if I can see myself using it on this character, I'll grind how many I need. So the rule of thumb is the first two is synthesizable at shop with quartz, with sapith, and then the bottom 4 you only get one copy if you play the game linearly. So you get from achievement, blah blah blah, right? You only get one copy. If you want to get multiple copies, you can grind your material and then craft them. You can see the on left hand side, you can see the conversion you need for, let's see, yeah, for this one, this is called Amber Gem. Again, Google Translate name. You need defend 3, you need 2 copies. You need EP3, you need 2 copies, and you need 8 U material plus. This is Lindbaum, you need Corrosion Blade 2, you need 4 copies, and then you need 1 black steel ball, so you can grind it out. Same with this. Again, the rule of thumb is the first 2 are synthesizable, and the rest you only get 1 copies throughout the game. So if you want it, you can grind the hell out of it like I did. It's good. Like I like min-maxing, so I don't mind grinding. My total grinding hours took me about 20 maybe total if just grinding, but if you consider clearing all of the floors, post game took me about 40 hours, but I was messing around with stuff. So if you speed it, I'll make a video about it later. But yeah, it's a lot shorter compared to all the grinding you need to do in Hajimari no Kiseki. Hajimari no Kiseki took me 90 hours plus to gear up everyone, so yeah, not good. And this one is, you can trade all of the stuff, the fragments you get from the gacha. You need 3 copies of them, so you can trade accessories, attachment, sci-fi cover, song, you know. Next is this is okay. This one is good. So basically, you can see left hand side, you can see 5260. That's my Marduk point. Why did I say earlier that you don't need to grind? Because once you max out your character's craft, you have leftovers. You have leftover refining stone. Let's say I max out Van, and I max out Grendel. So you can, your leftover refining stone, you can convert it to Marduk point, and you can use those Marduk point to trade for character specific refining stone. So I have 6,000 Marduk point. This is Agnes, so I can buy all. I can get a lot of refinement stone for Agnes, so I can max her out. So you don't need to grind or get MVP non-stop. No, you can just, you will get it naturally. Don't worry about it. If you do enough grinding, if you grind a little bit, you can, but it's not hardcore grinding, so don't worry about it. Basically, convert your excess refining stone, convert it to Marduk point. With Marduk point, buy this character specific refining stone that you need. And this one is just ultimate weapon. You need 1 black steel ball. It's pretty cheap in this game. You need 1 black steel ball for, or 1 Zemorian ore for 1 weapon. You can upgrade it twice. So this is plus version, this is EX version. Plus version, you need 2 black steel ball to upgrade. You need the 1 copy of the weapon, and you need 2 black steel ball. For EX version, which is the final upgrade, you need the upgraded version, the plus version, and 5. So if you want to max out everything, you need 8 per character. So you do the math. But grinding is not painful. Again, I will do the video. You can optimize it. You can do the lazy way like I did. I think 40 hours is a good 40 to 30 hours. You know, 30 to 40 hours is like a good estimation if you want to grind the hell out of everything. But it's not as painful as Hajimari, because the issue in Hajimari no Kiseki is that, or Trails into Reverie, is that we don't have only a layer of rare quartz. We have like Diabolos. We have Diabolos quartz, and then we have Shining Diabolos quartz. They use either Shining or True. I forgot which is which, but let's call it Shining. So you have your regular Diabolos quartz, and then you have Shining Diabolos quartz, which is just an upgraded version of that with higher stats bonuses. So it was painful in the sense that I basically doubled my grinding hours, because in Cold Steel 3 and Cold Steel 4 I grinded all of the special quartz for everyone. It took me about 40 hours with high speed mode. This game has high speed mode, so that will speed things up. So in Cold Steel 3, Cold Steel 4 took me about 40 hours. So Hajimari no Kiseki, including the mini game, excluding barrel quits because I cannot read Japanese, it took me about 90 hours. So doable. But so basically the game streamlined the grinding a little bit. So if you want to max out, if you want to min max your account like me, the grind will be painful, but not as painful as Hajimari. Oh yeah, again, like 30-40 hours. Again, no big deal. Okay, we have that. That's all for the item support. Next we go to activity support. So we have, the first one is 7 Heart. 7 Heart is basically the card game. It's not as, for some people, it's not as painful as Vantage Master. Let's call it that. But it's more like Blade. Let's play, I'll show you. Let's do random. Okay. Basically, the card uses all of the elemental arts you get, and every elemental art has their own effect. I'll put down the very rough translation of what each card does on the screen. Okay, let's start playing. So basically how you play is that you can see the turn, you can see the arrow that shows the rotation, sometimes clockwise, sometimes counterclockwise. Top right hand side you can see the elemental affinity. So if you are fighting water, you can either stack water. It's like Uno basically. You can stack water, or you can counter water with earth. So let's do earth. So it's the matter of stacking the same element or countering the element so that you pass on the turn to the next player. That's roughly how the game plays. It's a mini game. I'm gonna die. Yeah, there's some card has its own effect. I'll show you the effect. I think I got first place. Second. No, that's fine. So yeah, like a mini game, it's not as like hardcore as Vantage Master. Next is the hacking game. Hacking game, a bit spoilery. So basically, if you know, you know. You will play it in the main story. So I'm not gonna show you. It's part of the main story. So yeah. Okay, this one is basketball. This is the other. I guess this is the other tab for the mini game. We have fishing. This too is fishing, and this one is Mirabelle, stop dancing. This one is basketball. It's easy. It's fun. It's a good mini game. I enjoy playing it. The controls a bit clunky, but not a bit clunky. It's a very tight. But once you get used to it, you can go on with the flow. Oh, let's Van with Fairy because I like to bully Fairy. So you can try. Your character can block. It's fine. You have defense and offense. Yeah, defense and offense. First you play offense, and then you play defense. You use triangle to block, and then you use you use square to pass card, I believe. That's the term. Anyways, I'm out. Yeah, that's basically how it plays. It's fun. In my opinion, it's fun. It's a good mini game. Not as training, like not requires skill. Once you get the flow going, you can abuse the hell out of it. Okay, let's talk about fishing. I'll talk about how they nerf the recovery aspect. We don't get the tree in Hajimari no Kiseki / Trails into Reverie anymore, but they'll let you do it here at the fishing spot. So essentially, you can go here. This is okay. I'm not gonna spoil. It is a spoiler, but I'm not gonna show you the rest of the island. This island is part of the main story. So a bit of tips. Once you go to this island, this is basically a hot spring. Once you go to this island in the main story and in the post game, you can use it as a hot spring and you can recover everything. So while we don't get the recovery tree in Trails into Reverie or Hajimari no Kiseki, and Mirabelle only lets you recover 100 CP. If you want to recover everything, as boost gauge, HP, EP, CP, you can go here at the fishing spot. So yeah, this is the recovery tree that we have in Hajimari. So you can fish here. This is the fishing spot number 1 at the sea. We have another at like a river or waterfall. So how fishing work in Hajimari, it's not Hajimari. How fishing work in Kuro no Kiseki. In most bodies of water, you press R3 to search, scan, and you can see the spot. You press L2 to trigger fishing, and then you can see the species of fish. The arrow shows you the likelihood of getting a fish. So yeah, just like that. So this is spot number 1. I'll show you one fish, you know. I'll show you the fishing in the game. I use DX because DX is good, but you will not have enough DX in the main game, so just use your regular stuff. Just try to get enough fish species. Don't care about that, the A rank. You can care about A rank post game. So the way it works is that you have 3 chances. You can see at the boxes. If you miss one, the box will tick, and the purpose is don't let the bar run out. So it's like a rhythm game, but I think among the easiest fishing system I've played. So fill up the bar and then you get the fish, but you cannot miss more than 3 times. That's it. That's how the fishing games work. Pretty fun, in my opinion. Let's go back to Marchen Garten. I'll show you the other fishing spot. We have one at the sea, one at like a river or like a waterfall. So that one is in somewhere in the main game. Okay, this is the one. That location, that earlier location is one from the main game. This is from previous game. If you know, this is Long Lie. So yeah, this is, I guess, river. You scan and then you can pick the spot. I think you can throw it like randomly, but the chances are lower. So if you go to the hotspot, scan with your shard or with your Zypha, just press R3, then you can see the hotspot. Yeah, basically it. That's basically fishing. No missable, don't worry about it. Yeah, that's all for the minigame, I believe. Yeah, that's all for the minigame. And the last one, we have sound select service. Again, when you cash in the fragment you get from gacha, you can essentially switch Marchen Garten background music. It only has Hajimari and Kuro no Kiseki music. So if you want it, you can buy from the DLC. So we have Marchen Garten, BGM, we have field exploration BGM, we have field battle, we have command battle. So it's not turn-based mode, it's command battle. That's the term they use. Field battle, command battle, and then that's it. Like this option. So I believe that's all for Marchen Garten. I'll put out a video later talking about how you can effectively grind U Material Plus and Black Steel Ball. I've grinded the total of, I think, roughly about 500 U Black Steel Ball. So a lot. About so over 5,000 U Material Plus, which is, yeah, it's fine. So anyways, I'll put out a video later about how to grind U Material Plus. So see you later, I guess. Thanks for watching. Bye.